That dude gotta pass that rock. How is everybody doing today? I hope everybody's had a beautiful day. That nigga gotta pass that rock. Did you see that screen I set? I set the screen perfect. Alright, so hold on. Let me explain. I threw the guy the ball. His man standing in front of him. I threw him the ball. I walked in front of him and came around to set the screen. He goes around my back. I rolled to the other side. That was perfect. He gotta throw the ball. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's having a beautiful day. Hey, yo, check this out. First of all, we get the opportunity to say positive things about another Bronxite today. I love it when I can say the good things about Bronxites. Cardi B, get on it. Like, you next up. I just love it when I get to say something. Speak positively just in general. Like, even if I got to tear somebody else down and speak positively about a thing. If I'm speaking positively about something that I want to hold up. And often we're in here and we go at our people that we love when they're doing things that we sometimes wish that they didn't do. Boom. What the fuck? Oh, all right. So, just so we can be clear, that just totally, all of the things was happening. Can y'all stop messaging me while I'm on? That's only for something that's important that I need to handle now. Unless I say, send me something, please just stop telling me. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys. You guys are all the best. Let's just do that though. Copy? Now, with that being said, listen, pay attention. Yesterday we had a video last night. In our video last night, I was talking about basically, was that this morning or last night? I believe it was last night. I was talking about basically about how when Gayle King spoke to Jim Carrey about the thing, how it just wasn't right. So I was talking about it based on the premise that a lot of people believe that this is staged. And if this is staged, that means that multiple people knew about it before it was going to happen. So therefore, Jim Carrey being on this show the day after the Oscars in order to be interviewed, obviously he's going to be interviewed for what happened at the Oscars. So just so we could be clear, even if this was not staged, they're probably going to be interviewing an actor after the Oscars on purpose to ask them about Oscar night. Just so we could be clear. Now, with that being said, the issue that Mysonne brought up about the question, I didn't even think about. I didn't even think about it. See, this is what I mean by we don't have to try to build a conversation or grow a conversation by speaking about negativity. Copy? We don't have to build the conversation or grow a conversation by thinking about negativity. You copy? Understand this. People tend to think the only way in order to sound like you know what you're talking about is to talk contrary or go against something that somebody else is saying. That's not necessary. Copy? That's not something that you need to do. You can just do something as simple as this. Build. So shout out to Mysonne. I don't even know if I don't know if he saw our show from last night. I doubt it very much. But build. And that's what we need to be doing. Building. Now, with that being said, he brought out a point that, to be perfectly honest with you, I didn't think about. And I'm going to discuss this point tonight. And that point is, Gayle King asked a white man about an issue between two black men. You processing that yet? You processing that yet? You processing that yet? Why that's an issue or why that's a problem? He also brought up the same thing that I brought up. When was the last time you seen um homeboy Jim Carrey even standing next to black people to be speaking on black people issues? This is a black people issue. Could we just be clear? This is 100% a black people issue. This isn't a comedian issue. People are pretending like it's a comedian issue, but it's not a comedian issue. Like, if this is 100% real and that's a real thing that happened, and I got something to show y'all in a minute. If this is 100% real and that's a real thing that happened, I want to explain something to you. Yo, look, listen. I want to explain something to you. If this is a real thing that happened, and that's 100% real, that didn't happen because he's a comedian. That happened because there's a personal issue between him and Jada Pinkett Smith. Period. I'm the actor and me being black. And I would have came on and they would have asked me about that shit. I would have been like, that looked personal to me. You know, maybe they should have handled that at some other time, but who am I to tell another man what to do with his business? That's it. That's it. Now let's say I'm a white guy. Same thing. Because that wasn't somebody coming after a comedian. You understand? That's not what that was. That was personal. And we're saying if this is 100% a real thing, not staged, it was 100% real. That was personal. The one and only says, shout out to the one and only, salute. He says Jim Carrey got his own issues. What about the girl that killed herself and he got sued for? That's a fact. That did happen, right? That did happen. That's why you gotta be careful about how you deal with people. Like, I'm gonna say this much. Pay attention to something. Let's say I thought somebody had a mental health issue, right? And then I spent my every day of my life harassing that person. What would that make me? Just listen. I'm going around. I come to you. I come to you and I say, yo, there's that person over there. They got mental health issue. Them niggas is crazy. And then every time you see me, I'm standing next to the person trying to harass them and set them off. What would that make me? What kind of person would that make me? I'm just asking. What kind of person would that make me a helpful person? Would that make me a person that look like I'm trying to help the individual? I'm just asking. Because I'm saying that because that girl did kill herself. And Jim Carrey ain't been the same since. You gotta watch out, man. You gotta watch out. A person who knows somebody, a bully, not just, yeah, basically. You understand what I'm saying? But what up, Juro? He said, Juro, what's goody, Frost? BBN, been a minute, salute. Send me something to repost for you for tomorrow. I got a new page I'm working on. I want to put some dope ass content over there. So send me something. I want to put some dope ass content on this new page I'm working on. Alright? I be telling people to send me shit, right? So sometimes they send me the shit, right? And then sometimes they don't. But what happens is this. There's always going to be a period of time where I'm going to go through my list and see like who I know that do entertainment or whatever and look for shit for me to send or to repost. Like I do it all the time. Like sometimes when y'all just see me randomly repost y'all guys, that's because I just went through, like I was just happened to be in my DMs, and I just was scrolling through my DMs, and I just decided today I'm gonna pick some people that I've reposted before and that I posted before, and I'm just gonna repost them because those are my peoples. So whenever y'all see that shit like that just pop up and nobody said nothing to me or nothing like that, that's why. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? I need to repost my friends more anyway. You understand what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Sometimes I forget about that because you know what I'm saying. But I need to repost my friends more often anyway. For real, for real. Also, who has seen? If you haven't seen Moon Knight on Disney Plus, get to it. You're missing out. Shout out to YouTube. They sent me 2 notifications for this and something else. Um, Getting back to the topic, I just want to read a couple of comments real quick. I want to read. Y'all know I stop every now and then to read some comments. So right now I'm stopping to read comments. So I'm going to stop to read a little bit of comments, and then I'm going to get back to the commentary. What we talking about? Shout out to Sebastian Tompkins. He says salute to BBN fam. Jake Fraud, salute all of the salutes, and then he's dropping all of the frauds. Let's go. Look, listen, pay attention. I want to be clear about something. Pay attention. I want to be clear about something. I want to be 100% transparent. When was the last time we seen Gayle King stand up for black people and a black man when it was not popular? I'll sit back and wait. Put it in the chat. When was the last time you saw Gayle King stand up for a black man when it was not popular? So you can't say George Floyd. You can't say any of the people that got shot and killed. They don't count because it was popular to speak out in defense of them. It's Moon Knight, homie. Moon Knight. He's one of my favorite characters. Go check it out. She even tried it after Kobe died. That's a fact. She did some weird shit, right? So listen, pay attention. So listen and pay attention to what I'm saying. Gayle King has, as far as I know, she has not ever stood with a black man when it was unpopular. You see, I'm gonna tell you what character is. Character is this. Character is what we do. Character is when we do right. Because it's the right thing to do. That's having character. Anything else, you're just being a character. Copy? Having character is doing right because it's the right thing to do. Anything else, you're just being a character. Lou Gonzalez, I don't mind your comments. All of the comments, please. But we don't do the all of the caps thing. Copy? We not children. Speak with your inside voice. Copy? We put your jump off up. Say what you want to say. We can have that conversation. But speak with your inside voice. The one and only says she thinks because she's black, she got full permission to take. No, that's just her job. Her job is to come for black men, right? I mean, that's what it looks like. I mean, if it isn't her job, it's still her job, right? Like, John Stockton's job is to play basketball, but his job really was to get assists, right? So her job is the news, but her job really is, right? 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 Tell me where I'm wrong. The one and only says she thinks because she's black. Oh, I'm reading that only. Tell me where I'm wrong. Tell me where I'm wrong. I'm here to listen. Now, if there's a black person doing some shit, should she pull up on them? Yeah. Thank you for that R. Kelly interview. That shit was golden. Nah, I'm here for the R. Kelly interview. It was a setup though. Him and his people was stupid. If I was, first of all, I would have never been R. Kelly. Also, I would have never worked for this nigga with those type of allegations. Just so we could be clear. But if the person who worked for him as the capacity of any kind of advisor had the type of mind other than can't work for that type of motherfucker, and they thought anywhere like me, they would have said we can't do the interview. No, but I gotta tell my story. No. First of all, homie, you did it. Second, I would have told him this shit just like that to his face. I would have told him just like that to his face. I don't care what the fuck. I'm like his attorney or his friend or whoever the fuck I am. Fire me, nigga. Look, you did it. You can't do that. Okay? You can't do that. You did it, homie. That's it. And then let him do it that from there. If he still want to do it, still do it. It's you. You your own man. Do whatever you want to do. But I would have just, that's what I would have, what somebody would have told him if they worked for him in my capacity. So with that being said, y'all want to hear what Mysonne had to say about Gayle Kings? We about to play it right now, you red bastards. Hold on, I'm about to play it for y'all. I'm about to play it for y'all. Look, listen. Also, god dang it, I almost forgot. Shout out to Team Moto Productions. Team Moto Productions presents a night of laughter with the legendary queen of comedy, Monique and friends. Monique and her friends. June 18th. Get out of here. June 18th at the Duke Energy Center for the Performing Arts. I'm laughing. Hold on. Let me just do that whole plug over. Shout out to Team Moto Productions. Presents a night of laughter with the legendary queen of comedy, Monique and her friends, June 18th at the Duke Energy Center for the Performing Arts at the Riley Memorial Auditorium. Those letters is tiny. I'm trying to read them. Riley Memorial Auditorium. Definitely pull up. Appreciate y'all. Gotta contact them. Oh, all Ticketmasters apparently. Ticketmasters got them, so you could definitely hit Ticketmasters up and get those tickets. I'm laughing because people be like, "Yo, stop bothering me," and they come bother me. Like these, and I'm only pointing this out because remember, these people say I got the mental health issue. Shout out to the business. This is the only reason she's still in the air is because of Oprah. I can't argue that. But Gayle King has done a lot of good work. Let's not say that. I'm gonna say something. I am one of those people that I don't care what I think about you. If you're actually good at something, I'm gonna acknowledge it. Gayle King is a good journalist. Right? She's a good journalist. She's also a good anchor. And she's good on television. She's really good at her job. Let's just be clear on that. Alright? We don't like how she's using those skills. It's not that she's not good at her job. Alright? So real respect, real. Copy. Real respect, real. Right? Real respect, real. So be clear on that. Copy. So that's just my feelings on it. But you can deal with it however you want to deal with it. That's just my feelings on it. The only reason she's still on the air is because of Oprah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's your feelings on it. I don't think so. I think she's actually a good journalist, and she actually does interviewing quite well. She's great at it. You understand? We just don't like how she's using her skill. That's what I'm saying. I think we need to just side conversation. I think we need to just change that mindset that we don't acknowledge someone else's quality if we don't like them. Like if I don't like you, I'm still gonna acknowledge your quality. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not gonna think just because I don't like you if you're actually good at something. I'm gonna know that I'm not gonna act like you're not good at it. You understand what I'm saying? I think Like at the end of the day, I don't know. That's the type of time I'm on. People ain't on that type of time. Niggas like saying you ain't shit, knowing damn well that you better than them at something. So that's just my type of time. I just want to say that. All right, so back to this shit with Gayle King. Let's play this. I got a clip. I want you to hear the I want y'all to hear the shout out to Forgotten Kings TV 2.0. Oh shoot, he got a 2.0 over here. 2.0. That's actually where I'm getting the audio from. So I'm gonna play the audio for y'all. I'm gonna try not to have his words in there because I don't want to make it seem like I'm not trying to take the brother's contents over here. He just got the audio thing that I need to hear over here. So I'm gonna play Mysonne real quick, and you're gonna hear what he has to say for his own self.
About an incident that happened between two black men.
And it was a cool club anymore.
There was some question today about if anyone else had.
Okay, so I'm gonna let you hear the Gayle King, Jim Carrey part that he's actually responding to also. All right, boom, boom, let's go. Yes, trying to run and shit. It's like if I touch the button too much, it goes. Okay, there you go. Numbers.
Calling out Gayle King after interviewing Jim Carrey yesterday and getting his opinion on this whole
en masse. And it really felt like, oh, this is a really standing ovation. I felt like
controversy. So let's check out the clip, and I'll see y'all after.
I was sickened by the standing ovation. I felt like Hollywood is just spineless, en masse. And it really felt like, oh, this is a really clear indication that we're not the cool club anymore.
There was some question today about if...
Just so we can be clear, do you understand what we're not the cool club means? White people are not the cool club anymore. Listen, pay attention. When he says we're not the cool club anymore, who's the we? They're literally saying, listen, they're literally saying Will Smith is part of the cool club. He's saying he's not part of the cool club. Just, oh man, just when they be speaking that cold shit, I ain't.
En masse. And it really felt like, oh, this is a really clear indication that we're not the cool club anymore.
There was some question today about if anyone else had walked from the audience and done that, they would have been escorted out by security or maybe even arrested. The police asked Chris if he wanted to file charges. They asked Chris, do you want to file charges? And Chris apparently said no.
So, Gayle, you went and got the white man to comment about an incident that happened between two black men, Gayle. That's what you did, Gayle. Like, it's hard. It's so hard, Gayle. You make it so hard. As a black man who wants to love and protect his sister, who wants to stand up all the time. But when you do things like this, it just doesn't even make sense. You couldn't find no black actors. You couldn't just have your own opinion, because I would have respected your opinion. Whatever you would have said, Gayle.
I'm going to stop it right there. First, Will Smith is Hollywood. So if he says we're not the cool kids anymore, while they're referring to Will getting something going in his favor because he is part of the cool kids, he can't be talking about Hollywood. Will is Hollywood. I mean, shout out to an artist formerly known as Andre. I'm not saying that you're not. That's my opinion on it. Will is Hollywood. So I don't understand how he could mean Hollywood isn't the cool kids anymore while they're in a back and forth where he's explaining that Will is actually getting favorable treatment because he is one of the cool kids.
I'd have respected as ends. You couldn't find no black.
Also, this is what I meant to say yesterday also. And I didn't think about this. I mean, pardon me. This is what I meant to say yesterday also. But I didn't, how do you say? It's not that I didn't think about it. I thought I was saying it, but I wasn't saying it. Right? I should have just said it plain Flat out. I think I got caught up. I think something happened and I just switched the fucking conversation and didn't get back to it. That's what I think actually happened. I didn't want to say that. Great reporters, great orators, great conversationalists, great communicators have the ability to speak to someone. Okay, rewind. I'm going to back up. It's the same point, but I don't want to talk about how she used the thing because then I'm going to say something that might help people that do something bad. He says she didn't even use her own words. He didn't say it for herself. The fact that she didn't say it for herself means that she wanted to hide behind somebody else saying it, and she wanted it to be said, but she didn't want to take responsibility. I think that that's a great point. I was going to make another point. I'm not going to make that point. But I think Mysonne, I'm not 100% sure. I'm not him. This is what I'm gleaming. I think what he's trying to say, and this is a great point. This is not the point that I was thinking about yesterday. This is the point that I got after I heard Mysonne say it. But there was a point that I was thinking about yesterday. Now I remember why I don't want to say it. What up? It's a vibe. So hold on. Listen. One of these things that these news corporations do, ABC, Fox, NBC, CNBC, anyone you want to know, right? They bring people on because they want to create a narrative. They want to talk. I'm going to call that in 1 second. I'll call all the drops after I finish saying what I'm about to say. That's a great point, Juro. Has another... How many black comedians have spoken out so far? Not, and I'm talking about black comedians, not comedians who are black but are in the white area. How many black comedians have spoken out so far? No, I think you got a great point. You know what? Can't argue that at this point. Let's discuss this though. I'm gonna call these drops out, and then we're gonna discuss this. And then after we discuss this, we're gonna get back to a little bit more of what Mysonne said. But let me call out this drop. Saloon is open. Let me call out this drop real quick. Okay. No, I'm here for that. I'm here for that. No, I'm here for that. No, that's why I had to ask that question. And when I say black comedians, I do not mean Steve Harvey. You put Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey, I'm not talking about no black comedians that operate in a white space. I'm talking about the black comedians that operate in a black space. I'm not talking about none of the black comedians that operate in a white space. There's a reason why I'm saying this. So name me some comedians that spoke out. Because I want to know. Steve Harvey, he operates in a white space. And I'm not saying this to be divisive. I'm just saying this because it's a point of fact. Shout out to the artist formerly known as Andre. He pulls up into the saloon. As he walks through the door, the bouncer, he nods at him. He says, "I'm back here again, you red bastards." He walks up to the... Bing bong. He walks up to the to the bar. He looks at the bartender. He says, let me get a share to the jack. Bartender says, not a problem. He pours him some jack. He takes out another abacus. That's what the fuck you call that shit. An abacus. What was I calling it the other day? Abacus.
According to Wikipedia, the abacus, also called a counting frame, is a calculating tool.
That's what I was trying to fucking remember the other day. He pulls out an abacus. He starts doing his calculations. After he does all of the right calculations, he gets 2 whiskey glasses. After he does all of his calculations, he pulls the glasses like this till it's perfectly symmetrical. It's 2 shots. It's 2 separate shots. And then he throws one back. And then he counts a certain amount of time. And he throws the other one back. And then the bartender says, what are you doing? He says, basically, I know the perfect amount of alcohol to drink at the perfect amount of time in the perfect interval to get the perfect amount of satisfaction and drunkenness. Bartender says, what do you mean? It was just 1 shot. He says, hold on a minute. Then he goes like this. His eyes roll back in the back of his head and he falls out. Shout out to the artist formerly known as Anandre for doing all of the calculations. Yes. Will Smith is also considered a comedic actor, but he doesn't take the stand and do stand-up. But so I wouldn't call him a stand-up comedian. But I understand where you're going with that. But it still applies if they're saying comedians and they might be saying Will Smith is not a comedian. That still applies because he does comedic acting that isn't stand-up comedy, and that might be what the inference is when they're saying comedian, right? Anyway, Manny with the kicks is bing bong. What up, Sebastian Tompkins? He says, interesting. It survives since black people run the entertainment industry in every way at this point. What up, Frost? Chilling. How you doing, Vibe? So I don't know. The comedian's angle is actually pretty interesting. I wanna stay on that. Godfrey spoke out against it. Michael Blackson spoke out against it. DJ Fly spoke out against it. Okay. What up, Team Moto Productions? He says, good evening. What did I miss? Peace, everyone. Shout out to Team Moto Productions as they present a night of laughter with the legendary queen of comedy, Monique, and her friends, June 18th at the Duke Energy Center for the Performing Arts in Raleigh, at the Raleigh Memorial Auditorium. Those letters are small. Y'all gotta, anyway, at the Raleigh Memorial Auditorium. Hey, hit up Ticketmaster. They got your seats. Okay, so a couple of people spoke out. So comedian. But also, I don't think Godfrey I think Godfrey ain't necessarily a fighter, but I don't think he's scared of nobody running up on stage. I can see Michael Blackson being scared somebody going to whoop his ass. And I can see DJ Young Fly being in a situation where he might not want nothing crazy to happen because he might up it. So, yeah, I can see these guys talking out. They don't want no violence on the stage. Screw D.L. Hughley. He operates in a... D.L. Hughley, to me, I don't know about D.L. Hughley. He argues against too many things that I think is helpful to the black community. So I don't know how I feel about D.L. Hughley. Is that fair? He speaks out often for black causes. Don't get this confused. But just in my opinion, I just also think that he just has a lot of positions that I don't think are beneficial to our community. That's all. But, you know, he might be right in these situations. Maybe I'm wrong. In some of the situations. I mean, maybe I can't be right in all of them, you know. We just got differences of opinion. But sometimes differences of opinion is really differences of philosophy. And I think that that's what people got to sometimes understand. Sometimes it's a difference of philosophy. It's not a difference of opinion. I think the biggest issue and the biggest problem is when you're a high level, I think sometimes communication becomes an issue often because we sometimes use words that mean something similar to the word that we're intending to mean, but it doesn't mean that word. You understand what I'm saying? So if you're talking to somebody, you might really mean something that might be something else. But since I'm from New York and you're from, I don't know, Alabama or Texas or Memphis or Georgia or LA, there might be a slight difference in the terminology and in the meaning. Now, when we stack up 5, 6, 7 words that basically should mean similar things, Tiffany Haddish, she operates in a white space. Copy? She operates in a white space. Also, Tiffany Haddish need to shut the hell up because wasn't Jada there for her? Wasn't she just riding the Jada's coattail a little while ago? And she's a terrible comedian, so I don't even know why she wants to be. You know what? We gotta still. She still gets on the stage, right? Whether I consider her to be good or not, it don't matter. I don't know if she spoke out, but isn't that Jada's friend? She was riding Jada's freaking wave a minute ago, wasn't she? I don't know about her speaking out. You're just saying it right now. But remember, like a year or two ago, when she decided to cut her hair bald, and she just decided to show everybody her bald head for some strange. I don't know what the fuck that was about. Maybe they was doing some ritual I don't know about. Maybe they was doing a ritual I know about. I wish they get back to playing basketball and stop playing whatever this shit is when everybody's just trying to figure out how to get a fucking foul call in their favor. That shit just fucking sucks. I just hate that. Can I just say that real quick? I just saw something that pissed me off. It don't make nobody else mad that we play, damn, all of y'all got kicked. It don't make nobody else a little upset that we play this style of basketball now that it's more dependent on trying to get fouls on the other team than try to actually do a good play. I don't know. It just pisses me off a little sometimes. Alright, get back to it. I want to play the rest of this Mysonne shit real quick. I forgot why we stopped playing it. We was talking about the D.L. Hughley thing and about all of these different comedians. I just think some of these guys operate in a white space. I think that anyone that operates in a white space is going to be for, just so we can be clear, I'm not saying it as a race thing or a racist thing. I'm saying that the people that operate in white spaces are just generally going to be more corporate, right? They're going to be less rebellious against the system, correct? Is that fair? Because I'm not saying it to be, why you said you think like a million times. Is there something wrong? There's something wrong with the chat, isn't there? Are y'all getting kicked? If anybody gets kicked, can you come back and let me know, please? If anybody gets kicked, come back and let me know, please. So I say all that to say, this is crazy at this point. So I say all that to say, I'm not saying as far as, I'm saying that they're going to be more corporate. You understand what I'm saying? When these people operate in white spaces, they're going to be more corporate. Kanye does whatever the fuck Kanye want to do. Kanye operates in Kanye space. You get the difference? Does that make sense? Does that make a little bit of sense? So when these guys operate in a corporate space, they got to do what their corporate partner tells them to do. You understand what I'm saying? Anyway. And I'm not even saying that's bad. You know, sometimes you just got to operate in the corporate space. You know, if they're going to pay you and that's what you want to do for a living, I'm not here to say anything's wrong with whatever the fuck you're doing, if that's what your job is. You understand what I'm saying? Like, literally, if they hire you to be a black person that gives pushback to the black community, to you might think that that's a good idea. We need to have pushback. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know what your thinking is. I don't know where your priorities lie. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't know thematically how you run your life, and I'm not here to. What the fuck? Oh shit! Now I see what was wrong, and I'm not here to do whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna finish playing some more of what he's talking about because he makes some great points.
You couldn't find no black actors. You couldn't just have your own opinion because I would have respected your opinion. Whatever you would have said, Gayle, I'd have respected as a black man and said that's her opinion. Whether I agree or not, whatever you would have said, I would have respected it. But you didn't do that, Gayle. You didn't go get no black person. You didn't have your own opinion. You wouldn't got the white man. A white man that we ain't really seen doing nothing nowhere. You pretty much brought that man's name back into some type of highlight because he commenting and giving his opinion about issues that happen with two black men, Gayle. And you think that's okay. You think it's okay that you got a white man to stand up there and tell you that they should have been arrested and all that. This is what you did. You think that's okay, Gayle. As a black woman living in America, understanding what we deal with every day, those two men decided to handle their own issues the way they handle it. He decided.
I don't know if anybody hears what I'm hearing. I'm gonna let him finish what he's saying, and I'm gonna say something because I don't know if anybody else is hearing this. I might be the only one hearing this.
And you decided to talk about some man going to jail with a white man, black man going to jail with a white man, Gayle. That's what you decided to do, and you thought that made sense. Why you didn't get no black people, Gayle?
Just so we could be clear, this is why I'm saying I understand what you're saying with the comedian aspect. I get that. I want to have that discussion. Don't get this confused. We're having that discussion. Now, what did I say to y'all? Name me some black comedians, right? Y'all say Godfrey, Michael Blackson, DJ Young Fly, D.L. Hughley. Somebody said Tiffany Haddish, but they're not sure. Why couldn't she call any of them? For the people that's making it seem like I'm the one that's making it about race. Why couldn't she call any of them? Why weren't they viable candidates? Because, you know, at this point, fuck who you're interviewing. We need to cut to the. Everybody got a phone. Everybody got a computer. They're freaking actors. They got a computer. They got a phone, right? They got a fucking manager sitting next to them. If they don't got a computer or phone, that person got one, right? Why aren't they getting a black person, a melanated person, to come on and talk about this issue, which is a black issue? Like I said, it's a black issue. This is an issue between two black men. This is a black issue. Or is it?
You know why? Because black people are on code. Whatever they thought, they might have tweeted this and that, but they wasn't going to get up there and do no interview to pour more shit onto a fire. That's what they understand. Most black people understand that we dealing with enough shit. It was a fucked up situation. We understand that. But I'm not going to utilize my voice to put more shit on something that's already dealing with. Whether I agree with the situation, but I'm not going to do no interview to talk about how disgusting and how these men are already dealing with.
Okay, first of all, I 100% that Mysonne think that was a good thing for him to go up there and slap the shit out of that nigga for talking about his wife. I 100% think that Mysonne is in that area. I think he's in that area. Like, Mysonne is from the Bronx, my nigga. I'm pretty sure he is in that area of, if you talk about a nigga wife, you got to be ready to knuckle up. Let's just keep it a stack. I don't care if it's a joke or not. If you say some shit about the next nigga wife, you got to be ready to throw hands. Period. I don't care if it's a joke. I don't even care if it's a compliment. Tell me where I'm wrong. Don't tell me that I'm wrong. Tell me where I'm wrong. I don't care if it's a compliment. You say something about the next man's wife, no, just be prepared. There might be consequences and repercussions.
Own things, Gayle. You used the white man because you couldn't get the black man to do it, Gayle. You don't even understand that you so off.
Now, do y'all understand when y'all calling out all of these black people names? I have no idea what Tamika Mallory think yet, but I'm pretty sure, I don't have the slightest idea, but I'm pretty sure she's for the shit getting slapped out of homeboy too. Right after the shit happened, she tweeted some pictures of her with the fucking Smith family. So that could have been for the Oscar win though, not for nothing, because you know the Oscar win, that could have been for the Oscar win. But right after this shit happened, she tweeted some pictures with the Smith family. So boom, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, nah. The Tamika Mallory, she's street. What the fuck? She ain't playing with it. Tamika Mallory is not soft. She probably thinking the same. Tamika Mallory would have probably sent somebody up there to smack the shit out of that nigga too. What the fuck is you talking about? If Tamika Mallory was sitting next to I was sitting next to Jada, she might have fucking high-fived her after this nigga would. I don't know. I'm just making jokes. I'm just saying things at this point. I don't have the slightest idea, but I think she would have been for that. If you say something about, I don't care what it is. If you say something about the next man, woman, and you feel like that's a situation he got a problem with you, it is what it is, my nigga. Tell me what I'm wrong. Tell me where I'm wrong. I don't care what it is. Stop talking about her shoes. What the fuck you mean you like the color she got on? What the hell you mean where did she get her glasses? The fuck you talking to her for? The fuck you talking about her for? Tell me where I'm wrong. So I don't know. I would assume. I mean, but obviously I don't know none of these things. I am not their mouthpiece. As far as I know, Tamika Mallory would have said she shouldn't have ran up on stage. Should have waited till after they went to the back and then slapped the shit out of the nigga. Maybe she thought, take the joke. I don't have the slightest idea. I'm just saying things, okay? I just want to be clear on this. I don't want nobody to say, yo, Jack Ford said Tamika Mallory said a thing. I did not say that.
Oh, you don't understand that you're so out of pocket right now. And it's sad, Gayle. We keep fighting for you. I love you as a woman and a black woman, but what you're doing is fucked up.
Once again, when was the last time Gayle King lifted up a black man instead of bringing him down? Just tell me a time. Tell me a time we saw Gayle King lifting up a black man. I mean, I'm not saying it didn't happen, just because you refresh my memory. Anybody? Can anybody refresh my memory the last time we saw Gayle King lifting up a black man? In all fairness, I don't know these things. I'm asking y'all. When was the last time we saw Gayle King holding a man up, speaking positively about a black man? I'm going to say something. Do y'all notice I'm never over here talking about what the white man is doing to us? You don't notice I'm never over here doing this, right? You don't notice I'm never over here talking about what the government is doing to us? You notice I'm generally only over here saying what we should not be doing to one another and what we should be doing for one another. You do know that, right? Like, that's generally what our conversations break down to. We talking about a topic and we talk about all the reasons why that was some stupid shit that the person shouldn't have did. Or we're talking about a topic and we talking about what they should have did instead that would have helped the situation. We build. You notice I never talk about, or rarely ever talk about issues that separate black and white people. Rarely ever. One, I don't think like that, so that's not necessarily how the content is ever going to create it unless there's a specific narrative going on in said story where there is a obvious, overt attempt at some kind of bigotry, racism, or prejudice. Right? So I say all that to say this. Amy Schumer spoke out also. What the fuck is Amy Schumer speaking out for? Isn't Amy Schumer, listen, just pay attention, slow down. Isn't Amy Schumer that white comedian that always makes jokes about how she want to fuck black men? She's always making jokes about her vagina and black men. Well, men in general. She does make a lot of she want to bang black men jokes, right? Before we go any further, am I wrong about this? Because I might not be sure. Because I mean, I've only seen a part of her comedy performance by accident. So I don't know if this is a common theme amongst her stand-up routine. But as far as I know, I think she's one of those white stand-up comedians that talk a lot about her vagina and a lot about sex. And often in these conversations, I think black men come up, which would just be normal, like in general. Like, you know, if me being a comedian, I'm a whole man. If I was a comedian, I'd probably be bringing up all types of different women, including white women. But with her specifically, she brings up black men a lot, right? She spoke out. Since I'm pretty sure that what I'm saying is so vague that I'm going to have to just point at it. So they had Jim Carrey, who worked with black people and built his career that he's so grateful for, apparently, that allows for him to live this opulent life for him and all of his loved ones, that they don't, have to really want for anything material, right? Money, anything physical that they could acquire. They don't need anything, they don't want for anything, right? And he built it off of a show that he did called In Living Color, in which what he was on, who ran that show were black people, the Wayans family, Keenan Ivory Wayans specifically, right? I asked this question the other day. How many movies have you seen him in with black roles, with black people in it? Besides Me, Myself, and Irene, I don't think we could have really thought of one, right? And I'm not talking about when he was, I'm talking about movies he was the lead in, just so we can be clear. Shout out to KC. He says, what up, Jack? Salute. What we talking about? Meaning, black people put him on. But when he got to the spot, he didn't put no black people on, did he? Troy Street says she has a bit only wanting to bang thug-type black dudes. So they have one white guy come out, who he's supposed to be close with the black community. And then they have a white female come out, who a lot of her routine is based around fucking black dudes. Do y'all understand what's happening? If this isn't about race, why did they get those two? They could have just got some comedians that just are regular white comedians and don't even have no ties to any black people at all. There's tons of those comedians out there. Right? Or am I wrong? I might be wrong.
And you gotta do better.
Well, there y'all go, people. Rap.
All right. So that's that. What did I tell you? So once again, I know the shit that I be saying sound bonkers, but my dude, I don't know what to tell you. I told you yesterday what was going on, and then now we find out that the main two white people that came out that spoke out against it that I heard. Okay, pay attention to what's happening. There's a war going on. Watch more black people start winning at the Oscars. I promise you. We're going to have to wait a year and two for this shit to pick up. But when it happened, just know Jack said it. Copy? Don't worry about it. Just when it happened, know Jack said it. Wherever I'm at out there, make sure that you come by and give whatever content I got going on. Pull up on whatever content I got going on. Say, yo, Jack, you called it. Copy? Watch. Whatever content I got going on, pull up. Say I called it. I still think it was a setup, though. I still think it was staged. I still think it was staged. I just think it was staged. I mean, I just think it was staged. There's a good chance it wasn't. Like, there's a really good chance it wasn't. I got something I'm about to show you in 2 seconds. Like, there's really a good chance it wasn't. There's a really good chance it wasn't. Really good chance it wasn't. Like, there's a super good chance it wasn't. But I think it was. I don't know. I think there's just as good chance as it was than wasn't. I think that's good. I think that there needs to be a lot of maybe not in there. I think that's beneficial. I think that helps the situation. I mean, I think if we knew definitively one way or definitively the other way, I think that people would feel about this differently. People would just have a different feeling about this. If anybody gets kicked, please come back and let me know. Because I got some weirdo shit happening down here. I don't know if people are getting kicked or not. So I'm asking. Let me see something. Oh, so. Yeah. Just found something else out. Let's see. Huh. Okay, boom. Sorry about that. I was just figured something out. Got a question. I literally type better when I'm talking about shit that don't got nothing to do with what I'm fucking typing. And it don't make sense to me. Like when I'm typing and I'm just randomly talking about stuff, I type better. I do not understand this. Does anybody else do that? Yeah, bags. I ain't want to call that out. Nobody got time for them rat bastards. You can drop bags if you want, though. Shout out to Team Slurp. You can drop bags if you want, though. As you can see, I'm not paying them guys no attention. Shout out to all of our sponsors. We doing things. That's it. And leave it at that. That's it. And leave it at that. Shout out to all our sponsors. Shout out to everyone that for everything that we do, either in front or behind. Shout out to the people that everybody. You know what I'm saying? Once again, I just want to say this and throw this out there. If you think the only money I make is the drops that you see and the only money I make is the checks that I get from YouTube, like, what the fuck, nigga? Stop paying attention to what these niggas is talking about and doing. That's all I'm saying. Niggas just hating. Juro said, I spoke to my homie who was coincidentally Chris Rock's cousin. I contacted him immediately to find out the day. Chris Rock's cousin said he think it was real. Okay. Shout out to Juro coming through with the hardline facts. He thinks it was real. That was a hard line. I'm fucking with you. I appreciate you for real, for real. I just wanted to make a joke. Also, I literally call out the people that do advertisement on the show every day. How could I have nothing going on? What the fuck, yo? Also, you could go cop your Bronx camo merch and link in the description. God damn it. You could literally see me doing the thing and still say I'm not doing it. What did I get up? I got up to get a thing. God damn it. I forgot what I got up to get. What the fuck, man? The drugs. The fucking drugs, man. The drugs. The drugs, man. I'm trying to tell you these people are drugs, yo. Don't Chris Rock got a brother? Yeah, he got a brother, Tony Rock. Tony Rock actually said, he wants all the smoke. He wants to actually, I guess, get into a fight with Will Smith. Tony Rock is about the same size as Chris Rock, apparently, also. So, Tony Rock's just talking. He's just letting him flap. That's all. He's having fun with these things over there. He's just letting it flap. He's just doing all the talking. Shout out to him. All the talking. He's like, I'm gonna let it flap. Let it flap. Let it flap. Yeah, but Tony Rock, Tony Rock, a little guy, man, like on some real shit. Like I'm gonna say something. Like there's skinny niggas that got muscle, and then there's skinny niggas that's just skinny. There's a difference. And if you don't think there's a difference, go play basketball. You're gonna be out there with some super skinny slim dude, and he gonna be strong as shit, and you're gonna be standing there wondering why he grabbing all of these rebounds. We got 11 votes already, 3 minutes in. It says, do you think Gayle King was wrong for asking Jim Carrey about the Oscar situation? 73% said no so far. 27% said yes. If I was Jim, I would even... You know what? I can't say if I was a comedian, I wouldn't respond to this. I'm not a comedian. Maybe I would. Maybe I would. Reason I'm saying this is I think a lot of comedians are just scared of getting punched in the mouth. I think the main ones that's coming out that's saying, oh, Will Smith this, Will Smith that, I think they just scared of getting punched in the mouth. I think they scared of being put in a situation where they're going to have their manhood gonna be tested. That's what I think that is. That's all I think that is. Because this isn't even really a situation. This is one of those situations where you a comedian. You would expect niggas to be making jokes. Like even the ones that are against it and be like, yo, what the fuck is this nigga doing? You expect to hear jokes. They're comedians. So for the ones that's telling jokes, I'm here for that. But for the ones that's just not telling jokes, they're super serious, they scared of getting punched in the face, man. Don't let nobody lie to you. Niggas talk all of that shit until they standing in front of people and they outnumbered. Never forget that. Niggas talk all that shit until they standing in front of some people and they outnumbered. Now they not talking all that shit. They whole frame of mind has changed. Their whole conversation is something else. Now they want to do all of the talking it outs. All of the Tell me where I'm wrong, yo. They want to do all of the talking it outs at that point. Nah, nigga, what the fuck is you talking about? 5 minutes ago, we was on some other shit. We need to get back on that. What are you talking about? Funny enough, Tony Rock was on the show called All of Us with Tisha Campbell's husband. Yes, he was. What the fuck does that got to do with anything, Troy Street? You just wanted to tell us that he was on a show? Yeah, he's a comedian. He works. I don't know. You think Chris Rock squared up to punch him? PRE says if you look closely, Chris Rock actually squared up to punch him. He might have. I don't know. He might have. And then saw Will turn and then probably thought nothing of it and thought, I don't think so. I think he was scared to death. I think if that was real, he was scared to death. I think he was scared to death. Because I'm going to let you know right now. I'm standing somewhere and a nigga beelining to me. Nah. I already know what's up. Alright? Like, are we acting like Chris Rock ain't from Brooklyn? I'm not saying he's tough. I'm saying he know the vibes. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he tough. I'm not saying, yo, Chris Rock from Brooklyn, he gonna put lumps on the nigga head. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying he know the vibes. He from Brooklyn. Niggas walked up on the stage after he said a joke about his motherfucking wife, and he just stood there and got hit. That nigga would have walked up on stage with me. I would have been like, fuck it. We all going to hell. we all gotta die. I would have been on that energy. That's how you got. That's the type of energy you got to be on sometime. We just all of us got to go. Fuck it. I learned that lesson early. Some people don't care, so fuck it. Fuck it. They say time here and won't go live a life with me. I don't know. I don't see all that balled up fist thing you talking about, man. I think you on drugs, Joe. I think you on drugs with these other guys. Just on drugs.
Angle most people have not seen. Look at Jada's reaction.
Wow, dude. Yeah. It was a G.I. Danger. Keep my wife's name out the fucking mouth. I'm going to, okay? So I can go. That was the greatest night in the history of television. Okay. So we are here to give a documentary.
Wait, hold on. I don't know. That shit look real. His reaction, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm leaning towards that this shit is real. I'm leaning on to this is real. I'm leaning on to this is real side. I'm leaning. That nigga, Chris Rock, is not that good of an actor. Do you get what I'm saying? If Chris Rock can act that good, then why the fuck he's been doing that shit he's been doing in these movies for all of these years? Because that shit he's been doing in these movies all of these years isn't half as good as this acting would be if this is fake. Tell me where the lie is at. I'm going to play that again. If you niggas ain't never had a nigga shook, you don't get it. A lot of y'all niggas had niggas fake shook. When niggas just really didn't want to have no problems and y'all thought they were scared. This nigga really shook. Hold on, we gonna do this again. Let's do this again. Hold on. Let me get this microphone. God dang it. Dude! He nervous giggled.
Most people have not seen. Look at Jada's reaction.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. Wow, dude. Yeah. It was a G.I. Danger. Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. I'm going to, okay? So I can go. That was it. Greatest night in the history of television. Okay. So we are here to give a documentary.
Here is an angle most people have not seen.
No, that nigga was shook. That nigga couldn't even talk. That nigga was shook. Like I said, if you ain't never stood in front of a nigga before that was shook, then you don't get it. That nigga was shook. I'm starting to believe this shit is real. If this shit ain't real, shout out to Troy Street. He put it together for us. Thank you, my brother. Thank you for adding context to the thing that you said that had no context and didn't make any sense. He says, the show All of Us was produced by Will Smith's production company. I did not know that. Shout out to that shit. I did not know that. But they all work together at some point damn near, right? Also, his brother is not funny. He's just fortunate that people think Chris is funny. His brother is not funny. You know how many... I just want to say something, man. Shout out to the people who actually had talent Because there's a lot of people working right now in Hollywood, movies, music, everywhere. And they didn't really have talent. They relative did. They didn't really have talent. They relative did. And now they're probably working in an actor or whatever the fuck they're working at. They're not even good at it, but they getting a check because their relative was good at it. Shout out to those people. Nah, he wasn't about to say nothing. That nigga was shook. The more I'm looking at this shit, the more that shit look real. I mean, I don't really know. We don't really know. The more I look at that shit, the more that shit look real. That nigga was shook. That nigga had to go change his underwear. Did that nigga come out with a different suit? After nigga came out in a whole different colored suit after that shit happened. Nah, that nigga had to change his underwear, yo. That was crazy. Nigga had to change that nigga's. I don't know. That sounded like he was shook, man. I don't know. That could have just been good acting, like I said. They could have just been good acting. What the fuck do I know? That could just be good acting. We at the 1 hour, 10-minute mark. What y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. We got a lot of y'all that been in here for like 20, 30 minutes. Salute. That's a fact. I could tell, by the way. That's a fact. Salute. What y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. I'm suspecting a lot of y'all that be like here like long time like that y'all don't do a lot of commenting. So y'all probably just got me on the TV or some shit. Shout out to y'all. How I look on the tube? Yeah, he was shook. The more I'm listening to that, I think he was shook. Megan Tory. Actually, there was something else that I want to talk about also. As far as Megan Tory is going, Meg, everybody knows Meg is lying. It's just a matter of time for her at this point. That's why I keep trying to tell you, stop lying on people. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're going to lie. You know what I'm saying? That lie going to come out sooner or later. And when that lie come out, then what you going to do? You know what I'm saying? Then it's going to be dependent on how people hold you to whatever the fuck you said. That's it. I think people should hold Meg to what she said. I don't think she should be canceled, though. I think that there's mitigating factors. And I think if there are mitigating factors, I think she's going to have to come out publicly on what the mitigating factors were. If they weren't, then she might, this might just be kaput for her career. It is what it is. I don't know what to tell you. I'm going to send y'all to a commercial. I'm going to send y'all to a whole music video. We be right back. All you rat bastards out there. I want to get y'all in tune with some of our brothers over there in Seattle on the West Coast and get with their nice vibes as we go into the summer while we're still in the winter.
Yeah. 206, yeah, I love my city. Right. Call a couple homies, won't y'all come roll with me? Right. Cruising through the city in the 300. Car filled with smoke, cause I blow that dro. Never on the low, I ain't got no tents. Bring a couple Dutches, I don't smoke out of pins. And you ain't hitting this unless you family or friend. Bitch niggas want a trip, though they didn't chip in. I keep a circle small. No offense, but I don't fuck with y'all. So I just proceed to hit gas and breeze through the city, call the town where I lay it down something legal. And we gon' ride out to the west side Seattle, that's where I hide out. Take it back to my house, and we can chill. Set the vibe right. Set the vibe right. That's right, now roll up. And we gon' ride out to the west side Seattle, that's where I hide out. Take it back to my house, and we can chill. Set the vibe right. Now tell me just how you feel. I feel like Seattle on a sunny day. I wanna go outside and play. And anything goes. What I'm gonna be doing, man, I really don't know. I feel like Seattle on a sunny day. I wanna go outside and play. And anything goes. What I'm gonna be doing, man, I really don't know.
West Side nigga in the S5 and a flipping cake cause the West Side grits. A tap out session, just a lesson from me. We getting tangled in each other, she be wetting my sheets. She always playing games while she messing with me. If a nigga working hard, she caressing my feet. A nigga known to get it, no recession with me. I'm flipping racks and get it back, I'm just a blessing to be. Yeah, out here grinding on a sunny day, chasing down the racks cause I never make the money wait. I be moving, doing what I'm doing, never get caught slipping cause I'm tying up the loose ends. Rack after rack, then I see another. Black on black, sitting comfortable in peanut butter. Night vision, and you see the back seats recline. If we ever talking West Side, you can see it's
feel like Seattle on a sunny day. I wanna go outside and play. And anything goes. What I'm gonna be doing, man, I really don't know. I feel like Seattle on a sunny day. I wanna go outside and play. And anything goes. What I'm gonna be doing, man, I really don't know. Outside and play. And anything else, what I'm gonna be doing, man, I really don't know.
I'm so happy my mic was off. I'm so happy my mic was off. I was just, the stuff I was saying, I'm not even going to acknowledge the harassment at this point. Yeah, I'm happy I was muted. I'm not going to acknowledge the harassment at this point. Do whatever you want to do. I'm not acknowledging the harassment at this point. Just do whatever y'all want to do. I just want to say this. I never want to see you people ever again. That's it. Now I'm done. I want to say something real quick. I want to change topic real quick. I saw Troy Street in the jump off. So while we was at a commercial break listening to the music, I was busy thinking about something. Listen and pay attention. Listen and pay attention. If we hate snitches so much, why don't anybody speak out against Tax Stone? I'm going to say that again. If we hate snitches so much, why don't anybody speak out against Tax Stone? I'm going to say that again. If we hate snitches so much, why don't anyone speak out against Tax Stone? I'm curious. And this is a real question. I'm gonna make it so you can't even use that letter. That letter won't even be able to be used anymore. I'm gonna make it so you can't use any of those letters individually. I hate these people so much. I need a second. Consonants. No consonants. Just gotta allow people to say A, gotta allow people to say I. There's no really reason for anybody to use almost any other consonant. Right? So that problem is solved. I want to make sure nobody. I should take that word out too. I shouldn't allow people to write the word son anymore. I don't want nobody to. I don't ever want to see the word son in my chat ever again. Nobody talks about how this dude's a snitch. He's constantly speaking and telling things to the court, to the judge specifically, in letters through his attorney, telling them things that should create cases or could possibly create cases against Troy Ave. I'm just curious why nobody talks about how he's a snitch. I don't know. Maybe we should start opening up the snitching in again. I keep thinking about opening up the snitching in series again. Got to do it a little bit different. Don't let it look like a regular video. Just make it like a different looking video. Probably we should probably open up the snitching in again. I think we should open up that series. Do it a little bit different. Expand on it. I've been considering it. In the question, we got 24 votes in 27 minutes. 27 minutes in. It says, do you think Gayle King was wrong for asking Jim Carrey about the Oscar situation? 29% said yes, 71% said no. I'm going to end the poll at 30 minutes, so 3 more minutes, or, after 3 more minutes when I remember. I just wanted to throw that out there real quick, because I was just thinking about that. Nobody's talking about how this nigga just keeps snitching. Like, nobody. Like, Whack 100 isn't even bringing that up. How? Like at that jump off, them niggas at Troll Nation, they talk about all the snitches. They always talking about who's snitching. They don't ever bring this guy up. Why? I don't know. I don't know. Shout out to that shit. I don't think there's no politics behind it. Maybe they just don't care about the nigga. Maybe they just don't consider him a rapper. because he's not a rapper, but he's in the culture, right? I don't know. Wonder what you guys think about that. Honest with you. What y'all want to do? Put it in the chat. We're at about the hour and 1 minute. I mean, 1 hour and a half mark. Put it in the chat. We really not having that big of a conversation tonight. We're talking about the Gayle King thing. News is just slow. There's nothing really interesting, and I really am tired of talking about death. I'm just tired of it. Like, I get it. A lot of people not tired of it. I'm just tired of talking about death. What up, Jamal Crawford? We got Jamal Crawford in the house. Yo, your jump off was lit, not for nothing. And second, your voice is like great for voice work. I don't know why you don't do voice work. I'm gonna go look at it right now. Hold on. I pulled it up on the phone right now. Hold on, we're gonna go look at this shit right here. We're gonna see if we're gonna show it to the publics. Jamal Crawford. Yes, I saw Moon Knight already. The shit's lit. Definitely a big fan of Moon Knight. Okay, let's see what this is. Mr. Jamal Crawford's over here. Created the things over here. Hold on, we're gonna look at this bitch together. You rat bastards. Y'all wanna see what Mr. Jamal Crawford created? We got the best communities over here. Don't let nobody. Oh man, I already got a saloon jump off. I'm gonna add it in there. We got the best community over here. Don't let nobody lies to you. Okay, hold on. I gotta add something to that. Let's get something on top of that bitch. Oh, not that one. I'm trying to see this.
Is the noon train on time?
Supposed to be.
Feels like it's time.
Fair enough.
Okay, let's go. Jamal Crawford over here. Salute. You already know what it is. Nah, not for nothing. That's gonna be on the show every day. Not for nothing. That's gonna be on the show every day. That's a fact. Oh, shout out to that dude. You're handsome also, and he's just doing caps. I'm just gonna kick him. No, that was hard. We got anybody in the chat that is BBN supporters that can actually do any kind of comments? Could we clap it up in the chat for Mr. Jamal Crawford? That was hard, and it's gonna get played every day. This is a whole fact. Don't let nobody lie to you. We running that shit every day. I like that shit. Jamal Crawford. Why ain't you got your tag on that bitch though? Yeah, that was dope as shit. What are you talking about? Jamal Crawford ain't playing with it. Now, where's our homie at with the fucking... Where's our homie at that's supposed to have the fucking ESPN fucking shit for me, rap bastard? Was you lying? Where he at? Next time we see Al, the production dude, keep talking about he do video editing for ESPN. Send us our shit so we can put it on the show. You BBN, you rap bastard. You got time. That might be the people next door. Like, this nigga every night. You be loud as shit. I'm like, that's your kitchen though. Go to your bedroom. Let me stop. Can't tell people what to do in their own house. That's how you make a point. That was good writing. That was really good writing. That was on the fly too. That was good writing. That was good writing by yours truly. Oh man, I can't wait. I'm posting that on the. Oh man, our post tomorrow is gonna be lit. Our post tomorrows are gonna be lit. Tomorrow I hope I'm gonna be taking control of a new account. We got a whole new account thing going on, so I hopefully I get control over the account. Y'all not gonna know nothing about nothing. I'm just saying it's just a thing that I'm doing. I'm just so happy. I'm getting new clients is coming in, so it's dope. I'm loving it. 10-minute videos got to come back, so that's part of the business. Literally, I make the 10-minute videos mostly because I'm putting advertisement in it, right? So 10-minute videos got to come back so I could maximize our earning potential. Like, you can say what you want, man. You can say what you want. Copy. Later. Man, that shit was lit. I'm playing it again. Hold on, we're gonna play that bitch again.
It's a noon train on time?
Supposed to be. Feels like it's time. Fair enough.
Lit. I'm here for that. I'm here for all of the that's. I like that. I like that. That's the type of shit that inspire a nigga. That's why it's always dope when you dealing with creative people. Like people that's really creative. You know what I'm saying? Like people that inspire you. Like it's dope to inspire people. Inspiring people is what we're supposed to be doing with our time in our life. Don't get this confused. Right? But it's really dope when you have a circle or you got people around you that when you work, your work inspires them, and when they work, their work inspires you. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's a different energy. You understand what I'm saying? So I say all that to say, stop trying to force shit like that. Like stop trying to force somebody to feel your energy. You understand what I'm saying? Like I'm one of those people that I'm the opposite of that. So I'm not gonna try to force you to feel my energy. Like it's sometimes it might seem like I'm throwing it at you, but I'm really not. I just got sometimes an overbearing personality, but I'm really never trying to force nobody my energy. Like if you don't fuck with me, I'm not trying to get you to fuck with me. I'm just gonna be like, huh, okay, and I'm gonna walk away and go do something else. Like, yeah, this nigga Frost is crazy. Like, nah. I'd be like, I don't like you gotta okay, so we in real life, right? If I could just walk away from something 9 times out of 10 I will, right? Like that one situation that y'all saw, I feel like that motherfucker was following me. That's the only reason why that had to happen right then and there. But other than that, like generally speaking, if the opportunity proposes itself, I don't want no problems with nobody. I don't really care about that shit. You understand what I'm saying? Like I got enough things going on, positive and negative. I want to focus on more positive things in my life, less of the negative things in my life. I want to focus on the positive things that we could do as a community. I gotta get out. I want to call my school as soon as it start getting warm and I can move around a little. I want to probably contact, especially my elementary school, and I want to go see if we got some way I could get involved with some kind of program or something that they're doing over there, and my junior high school, and see, and my high school. I'm gonna go to my schools and I want to see if there's something that I could get involved with, especially over the summer and during the school year, that we could possibly do, or that I could probably talk to somebody, inspire somebody, something. Like, I want to get involved in this. You understand what I'm saying? So I say all that to say, we're supposed to be trying to encourage in things like that and do things positive in our community. So let's start doing more of that. That's why I told you I'm not commenting to those guys no more, because, like, I'm supposed to be doing things with my life. Maybe they're not. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't got no calling. No. That's why they do what they do. You know? They don't have no purpose in life. When people don't got no purpose in life, idle hands do the devil's work. You know what I'm saying? So when people don't got no purpose in life, they just do anything. Just anything. You know what I'm saying? So what I gotta understand is I got a purpose in life. So I need to definitely start focusing on the positive things, more positive aspects, because I'm not trying to materialize or manifest for me. I'm trying to materialize and manifest for us. So I'm not addressing too much of any more of that stuff. Y'all already know where I feel on that stuff. I'm not going backwards at all. Don't worry. My feelings are still the same. I'm just not going to express them. I still want all of the things that I said. I want those things to happen. And I only want those things to happen more as the days go, where I see these people come up here fucking with me. Like, I'm never going in the other direction as far as those feelings are concerned. I'm just not going to speak on them no more. That energy. That energy. With that being said, I don't know if I want to hold y'all. Anything y'all want to talk about other than 6ix9ine? Because you already know KC is gonna be like, let's do all the 6ix9ine conversations. Anything y'all want to talk about other than 6ix9ine? I would like to I'm still here for a good conversation. I'm not tired. I'm going nowhere. As soon as I get off of here, I'm probably gonna eat and relax and unwind, I guess. So anything y'all want to talk about? Because I don't got nothing to do. I mean, I guess if y'all don't, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna I said no 6ix9ine, so he wrote Takashi. You a funny guy over here. All of the hilarities. I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna give y'all a second to decide what y'all want to talk about. So I'm gonna walk away. I'm gonna do a thing. I'm gonna give y'all a second to decide what y'all want to talk about. Do I got any admins in the chat? Any admin in here right now? If you're an admin, don't talk. You don't have to. But as soon as I walk away and go over there, bullshit is about to pop up in the chat. Just dub them niggas. Even if it sound like it's crazy, I don't even care. Look. Positive energy. I can't be a conduit for positive energy, so entertaining negative people, right? So I can't entertain negative people if I want to be a conduit for positive energy. So anything that comes in the chat that looks like it's trying to disturb my peace, I want kicked. I don't care who it is. I'm not going to address it. We're not going to talk it. I'm not even going to talk about throwing bags. We still throwing bags, though. So when you see me kick somebody, throw some bags. Be right back. I'm going to let y'all see this clip real quick. A little bit of b-ball over here.
Somebody already got kicked. Dope. Somebody already got kicked. Dope.
Say the wrong thing and get the bags. With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing. Cuckoo. And get thrown out the conversation. Throw up 2 fingers and tell them, please don't keep the drama away. Bye. Donate to the cause and hit the cash app. And if you ain't got it, them likes are free. Go and smash that. BBN. Hit that with a hashtag. Sick with the content. Come around and need a hazmat. Jack Frost. Yeah, you dudes need to back off. You got the work around here. Yeah, we all tip our hats off. Keep the same name. That's what you point for. But if you coming back in, put a 2.0. Big bags. And you asking what they heavy for. Foot and ass be going hella crazy with the petty wars. Good conversation, that's what we be really ready for. Good conversation like being on the bottom of a heavy whore. Nah. Why niggas be like that? Unsubscribe and tell them, yo, hey, I'll be right back. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing and get the bags. With the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing.
Yeah, bags. We just kicked that guy straight out the door. We don't got time for that. We hold those over here. Who the fuck is that dude? Hold on. Can we get bags in the chat? Y'all don't see it, but somebody got hit with bags. Can we get all the bags? That took me way longer than I thought it was. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I don't know how long that black screen was up, but that shit took me way longer than I thought it was. I put some food on because I'm gonna eat after this bitch, and then I'm gonna go relax. I'm gonna do all the relaxing. Damn, that black screen must have been on for a long fucking time. I'm sorry about that, y'all. What y'all want to talk about? Nobody put nothing in the chat. Somebody said Namek. You want to talk about Meg the Stallion or Soulja Boy? What happened with Soulja Boy again? Remind me. He said he made some shit again, right? Because he's the creator or originator of everything, apparently. So shout out to Soulja Boy. He did start a lot of shit, though. Soulja Boy started a lot of shit. We ain't got capped, though. He started a lot of shit. But you got to understand, like, you have to be different. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, if you're the same as everybody else, then I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that. Don't get this confused. But if you want to make a mark, you have to be different. You understand what I'm saying? Like, how you going to make a mark on anything if you just like everybody else? Like, how's that going to happen? You understand? So you got to be different in order to create a mark. And so shout out to Soulja Boy. He's always been different, right? You know how many people 100% say Soulja Boy is delusional? But look at him. They say Tekashi delusional. Look at him. They say Kodak Black is delusional. You notice I'm naming all people who are famous, right? You know, at one point they said Jay-Z was delusional, right? I'm just saying. Kanye, everybody still says he's delusional, right? And notice I'm naming all of these successful people who people say are delusional. Shout out to Emmanuel. Emmanuel said he said Lil Durk fake for not doing a feature with him now that he's big. But he did a song with him when he wasn't that big. Well, shout out to Soulja Boy. He just want to beef with somebody. 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 That's it. That's it. Shout out to him. If I was Lil Durk, I'd avoid it. I don't want to engage with any negative energy because I'm really one of them niggas that punch niggas dead in their mouth that talk crazy when you standing in front of me. For real. Like, I'm really on that time. So, I went a long period of my life getting my anger issues in control. So, I get frustrated because I don't even want to be that type of person anymore, right? So, I'm not addressing this shit. All positive energy, only positive things. If you try to come to me with negative energy, I'm just not fucking with you on any wavelength, in any manner, in any way. And I think that that's the energy that we need to start having for one another. So if I was Little Durk, I wouldn't address it. You understand? Because he trying to come at Little Durk with negative energy. Like, he could have said some totally different shit and said the same thing and been positive energy, right? Like, yo, Durk, didn't we work before? Like, let's do this shit again. Let's run it back. But he ain't come like that. He came like how? How you said he came? Yo, he don't want to do a song with me now that he big, but before, you understand what I'm saying? So it's that energy. So if I was Little Durk, I wouldn't entertain it. Because I don't want to work with you because of that energy. Why would I want to work with somebody that's already having negative energy about me? We grown adults. We not little kids. You trying to come be my friend by being negative towards me? No, nigga. We grown adults. Eat a dick. How about that? And I'm going to keep that energy till I die. How about that? That energy. But I don't think he needs to be that hard on I don't think he needs to be that hard on Soulja Boy, but yeah, definitely. Like, come on, what the fuck is you talking about, nigga? You could have came up to me and asked me to run it back. You didn't even talk to me on that lane. But we don't know. At the same time, remember, Soulja Boy is the type of entity in hip hop where a lot of people don't really take him that but so seriously. You know what I'm saying? So who knows? But also they try to get Soulja Boy involved with all these every time somebody get hurt, somehow they try to say Soulja Boy. So there's never no telling. There's never no telling what's going on with that guy. I wouldn't do it though. Not for nothing. Like, I just wouldn't do it. I would never collab with somebody that said something negative about me. I just wouldn't do it. Like, I just wouldn't do it. I just would never do that. Casey Emanuel says, Soulja Boy said he worked with a lot of Chicago artists. He did early in their career, but when they blow up, they don't mess with him. He brought Chief Keef into the game. Yeah. He's not capping. That's facts. That's not cap. I don't know what to tell you. He's not lying. But they don't have an obligation to do anything for him. And I think he's talking like he's a little entitled there. I don't think they have an obligation to do anything for him. Does that make sense, or am I wrong? Should he feel like they have an obligation to him, or am I wrong? I don't think he should feel like they have an obligation. That's just the way I feel. Like, I've done nice things for people. They don't have an obligation to ever do anything back for me. Like, I don't even look at it like that. Like, you should look at it whenever you have the opportunity to do something good for somebody. Like, you should just do. Like, you don't never just do something good because it's a good thing to do. Like, it feels good. Like, it feels good to do good. So, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't think that yo, dude, there's way too many I's in the word chief. Didn't know if to put it in the back of the E or the front of the E? Is that what happened? How could he feel used? Explain. Okay, so this is the BBN network. People come over here and do drops, right? No, let me tell it from my perspective. When I'm on the train and I actually do got cash on me and people who are homeless come up to me and ask me for money, I don't not give somebody money because I think they're going to get drugs with it. I used to do that. I don't do that anymore. You got any reason why I'm explaining this and why he should not feel used? I'm gonna say this again. When I'm walking through New York City and I actually have cash on me, and I see somebody asking for cash for whatever their fucking purposes is, especially if I'm in a great mood, I give them $1 or 2. I don't care if they use it for drugs. You want to know why? Because you should never give anything to somebody unless that's something that you want to do. Remember I told y'all about this where I'm staying in that situation. I gave the dude all this money and he didn't do the thing he was supposed to do with it. And people was like, I should be upset and want to put hands on him. No, I'm not upset and I don't want to put hands on him. I gave him the money. Even though he was supposed to do a thing with the money, I still gave him the money. That he didn't do the thing, I'm disappointed. But I gave him the money. He could do whatever he wanted with the money. I can't come back later and ask him for a fucking favor. So he shouldn't feel used. I think people feel used when they have expectations when they give you a thing. Like, if you do a good deed and you have expectations behind it, then yeah, you're probably going to feel used if the thing you wanted to happen don't happen, right? You have expectations. You didn't do it from the kindness of your heart. You did it for a different reason. Just tell me where I'm wrong. If I'm saying anything that's wrong, please. All of the pushback you want to have. All of the pushback you want to have, bring it. So no, he shouldn't feel used. I think people only feel used if they do something for the wrong reason. If you did something for the right reason, you should never feel used. I'm going to give you a perfect example. When we were staying in the hotel, there was nights that I needed drops in order to pay the fucking bill. Now, if a person come back and say, yo, I feel like Jack Frost used me, I'm going to be like, how? I told you what I needed the money for and you gave it to me. I didn't tell you I needed the money for something else and then I did something else with it. I literally was like, yo, we have a situation going on. Do you understand what I'm saying? So, it has to deal with expectations. If somebody is, so I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. KC says, what if they refuse to work with him? That's another conversation. And what you mean if they refuse to work with him? If the people from Chicago are saying that they don't want to work with him, they could say they don't want to work with him. Why are they obligated to work with him? Why are they obligated to work with him? I'm curious. I'm not saying I would work with him. I'm not saying I wouldn't. I'm not telling you what I would personally do. But I know what, no matter, independent of what I do, there is no obligation. The industry is about relationships, yo. Did you hear what Remy Ma said in her Drink Champs interview? She said the thing she did that got her into the position that she is in now, she did for free. Those were her words, not mine. That's not verbatim, by the way. I don't know what she said verbatim. But that's basically what she said. You think people stick around people like me or people in the industry? Sometimes people stick around you for the wrong reasons, right? And then when whatever they trying to do don't pan out, now they want to destroy you. So now they want people to think that you a person that you're not. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I don't know what to tell you. It all has to do with what somebody's inclinations is. That's it. It's what somebody is inclined to do. Period. So I don't think they have any they don't have no obligation to do shit with him. What people keep ceasing to forget is, when was Soulja Boy's hits? When was Soulja Boy's hits? When did Soulja Boy's hit songs come out? Like 10, 15 years ago. How long is a rapper's life generally? 3, 4 years, right? Why would the niggas now want to really do but so much music with a nigga that might not sound current? I don't know what he sounds like, by the way. If you help someone and down the line, the people, no, you should never. If you help somebody and they avoid you, yes, that's an issue. That's a fact. Maybe it would feel bad. No. Slow down. Not wanting to work with somebody and avoiding somebody is two different things. Let's just be clear on that. Not wanting to work with someone and avoiding someone is two different things. There's people I don't want to play basketball with, but if I see them in any other forum, we're having a pretty good conversation and hanging out. So I'm not sure what you're trying to say. I just want you to be a little bit more clear. But what do you call avoidance? Also, because avoidance would be like, let's say I was avoiding somebody. They would have to actually be trying to make contact with me. And I would have to be trying to not have contact with them in order to be avoiding them. Me avoiding them is not me not calling them. That's not me avoiding them. That's just me not calling them. Me avoiding them wouldn't be me not texting them. That's not me avoiding them. That's just me not texting them. Hell, I don't really text anybody. I gotta keep remembering to be honest with you. Most times I speak with anybody DMs or telephone or anything, they contacted me. I'm bad at that shit. I'm just saying, let's say I don't want to play the part where the person who channel it is talking. I will play a part that has Soulja Boy talking, but I'm not going to play the other guy's commentary. Ooh. Alright, my fault. Over there, I'm doing these things. It's called cooking, you rat bastards. I'm actually just warming food up. I'm not cooking shit. So hold on. I'm gonna mute this for a second because I don't want to play what I don't want to play the commentary from the guy's channel. I only want to play the Soulja Boy part. So let's see if Soulja Boy comes on in the front. If he comes on right in the front, then we're gonna go. Shout out to All Urban Central, by the way. Shout out to those guys. All right, here we go. It looks like he comes on right in the front. Shout out to All Urban Central. I'll be seeing this channel too. I don't know who this learn my lesson is, but go eat a dick. How about that? Go eat a dick. Alright, where's the speaker at? Fuck wrong with these people? Go eat a dick. And if you're talking about my family, they can all end up in the cemetery. Copy? Let's go. They can all end up in the cemetery. Just so we can be clear. You have no idea how serious I am. And when I say family, I'm talking about my brother, two of my brothers, and my father. Only those three people. Those are only three people I'm talking about. Just so we can be clear.
The new generation and the young people in the music industry, I
can't play that. It got that beat over the top of it. I can't play it. I can't play it. It got that beat over the top of it. Dude is trying to get people to work with him. Didn't you hear Kanye say his verse was whack? Kanye most likely had to get somebody to help him put a verse together. You didn't hear Kanye say his verse was whack? You didn't hear Kanye say his verse was whack? Talking about I learned my lesson. Eat a dick. Yeah, them niggas just gotta die. Almost perfectly caramelized. Them niggas just gotta die. Like, I keep trying to tell y'all they gotta die. Y'all think I'm joking. They gonna harass me every day. They gotta die. I'm just stating facts at this point. This is not a negative statement. This is a point of fact. Those people harass me every day. The only way they're not gonna harass me is if they die. So it's in my best interest if whoever they are died. So I'm not saying I'm wishing death on them, but if the people behind this died, my life will be better. I can't play it because they got a beat in the background, so I can't play that beat. I don't know who beat that is. It sounds like a song. My channel's gonna be that video. Then I don't feel like getting the video demonetized for whatever the reason is. I don't feel like having those issues. If we would have been if it would have been a different situation, like we would have had some people pull up. If it got a music in it, I'm not gonna play it, man.
Guys, didn't y'all believe?
Looking for a new artist, man. Who I'm gonna sign next? SUBCRIBE. I always work with an artist before they pop off. Look at me and Migos. Look at me and Rich the Kid. Look at me and Mizey. Look at me and Lil B. Look at me and Riff Rail. Look at me and Famous Dicks. How many rapper niggas I done worked with before they got popping, before they got their record deals? I'm always doing a song with a nigga before they get signed. Look at me and Lil Durk. I was on Lil Durk's first mixtape. Look at me and Chief Keef. Look at me and Lil Durk. I do songs with all these niggas before they get famous. Then once these niggas get famous, I can't even get a song from these niggas no more. That's crazy. But when y'all niggas was in the hood and ain't nobody know who the fuck y'all was, I was doing songs with y'all niggas. Chief Keef, Lil Durk, Migos, Famous Dex, Rich the Kid. Only nigga I did a song with now that I did a song with before I got famous was Rich the Kid. Before Rich the Kid signed his deal, we did a song. After Rich the Kid signed his deal, we did Rick and Morty remix. Every other nigga and Chief Keef and me and Chief Keef. Every other nigga.
Okay. Once again, entitlement. Now, just so we could be clear, if I was one of these people that he had did music with and he wanted to then do music with me again, we'd work something out. Just so you can know what type of time I'm on, because I'm about to say a thing. If I was any which one of those people and then he pulled back up on me, he was like, yo, look, let's do something. I'd be like, yeah, come on, let's go. Right? So I say all that to say this. Listen. These people don't owe him. He's looking at it like I made y'all big. He's not looking at it as these were already up and coming talents. You doing some music with them helped you also. It didn't just help them. They have no obligation to make music with you. Why don't you make a dope ass song like that Rick and Morty thing, which I didn't think was dope. I thought that was so much fucking trash, but whatever. But why don't you make a dope ass song and make them niggas pull up on you and want to be a part of it? Am I wrong for saying that? Am I wrong for saying why don't he just make a dope song that make them niggas come to him? Am I wrong for saying that? I mean, I'm here with him, and I'm not saying he's wrong if what he's saying is the way he feel. That's the way he feel, and I can't tell you how to feel. He has a right to feel the way he feel. But why don't he just make a dope ass song that make other niggas want to come jump on the song with him? He got access to engineers. He got access to musicians. He got access to anything that he need. He's an artist. I mean, I can explain to you why. And when I explain to you why, you will then understand why him using the fact that he worked with them previously is not a good argument. That's a bullshit argument. It's not a good argument. Because if you know anything about that shit, you'll understand that 9 times out of 10, they had a dope song that he wanted to be on. He wasn't doing it to help them. You understand? They most likely had a song that was popping, or was a dope song that he liked, and he agreed to be on it. Now, in any regard, he doesn't owe them anything. But, I mean, if I was them, I'd do something. That's just me, though. Like, why not, right? Even if it's Soulja Boy, like, even if I don't like his verse, we could get somebody in there to help him with the verse. I help him with the verse. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to see topics that I want to discuss. I haven't seen topics I wanted to discuss in a long time. I'm starting to see topics I want to discuss. I'm starting to feel like talking about shit. I guess that's the way to put it. Because the topics was already there. I'm starting to feel like talking about shit. I kind of hear him saying they don't want to work with him. No, I'm agreeing. He's saying they don't want to work with him. That's literally what he's saying. That's literally what he's saying. He's saying, I helped put these guys on, and now they don't want to work with me. They don't answer my phone calls. That's literally what he's saying. That is what he's saying. You are right. If that's what you heard, Emmanuel's, you heard all of the right things over the years. That's literally what he's saying. Literally. It's going on 11:30. I'm gonna let y'all go. We got 2 hours in. For the most part, I actually like the show. We're gonna try to make sure that we keep with the positivity. Obviously, somebody came in talking about they teaching me some kind of lesson or something. Like I keep trying to tell you, these people are evil. You understand? They're evil. You know what their lesson is? That I ain't shit, and they can step on me anytime they want and destroy my life. No, nigga, I don't care. I'ma die first. You heard? I'm gonna die first. Fuck you. Fuck all of you niggas. Eat a dick. And at no time, me not wanting to be negative don't mean that I don't think you niggas should die. Me not being negative mean I hate you niggas so much that I don't want to keep talking about this every day. That's it. That's it. So I'm not going to address it, but there's 0 lessons learned other than I need you niggas to burn in hell. But I don't want to talk about that every day. So I'm not going to talk about it no more. But that is 100% the sentiment. And it's never going to change unless it just gets more. Copy? That energy. I don't believe in making friends with enemies. I do believe in not making friends enemies. If you get that, you get that. I don't make friends with enemies. Ever. With that being said, I'm going to let y'all go. Everybody enjoy your night. Please have a good night. I'm going to promise to pull up to morning coffee, and no matter what pulls up, I'm not going to say nothing because I'm not addressing them. But I just want this to be clear. 0 lessons have been learned. I just don't want to talk about how much I hate you niggas every day. That's it. That's all. Like, comment, subscribe. If you got anybody still awake in your household, except for them niggas, give them a hug. Tell them you love them. Because you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Give people their flowers while they still here. Also, when we wake up in the morning, please get some of that water in you. That nice, good H2O. One of the best things you could do on an empty stomach is drink water. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification game. Hashtag Bronx Bombs. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. Eat a dick. I'm out.